Welcome to the training live that you're all waiting for, I'm sure. Today, I have no idea what I'm going to do for my workout. Your girl needs a little bit of inspiration. I literally brought a whiteboard here, and this is what it says. So I don't know whether I am going to do bag work. I don't know if I want to do some strength training. So if you have an idea of what I should do today, leave me a comment because I just need some inspiration. I need some inspo from you all. So hello, Thomas, and hi, Dutta. How you all doing? How's your Saturday going? It's Mother's Day weekend. Happy Mother's Day weekend to everybody. But thank you for joining me. We're going to figure out what we're going to do in this workout. But first, I'm going to stretch. I did a little bit of a warm-up already, not going to lie to you. But first, a matcha latte. We had Timmy's last time, and now we have Starbucks this time. There's like a theme here. You think I'm awesome. Thank you, Thomas. I think you're awesome as well. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think we're gonna just take it step by step, and we're just gonna start with stretches and then figure it all out from there. Let's do that. How about that? Today, the camera's gonna be following us again, just like last time, because you all loved the engagement and interaction so much. So everyone say, hi, video guy. All right, so I'm gonna put this away before I kick it by accident, because that would not be good. We do not want to do that. And we're gonna start with just like leg raises and stretches like that. So let's do that. While everyone comes in and says hi, I'm gonna be looking at my phone again just like last time because this is where I'm gonna read your comments. So what's Thomas saying? Saturday's going well. Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday and Sunday. Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear it. Okay, I'm gonna do some stretches. Leave me comments. I still don't know what I'm gonna do after the stretches, but we'll see. Leg raises first, because these are my favorite things to do to just like get my legs going and woken up, because I haven't really done much this morning. Have you already done your workout? Let me know if you've done your workout. If not, maybe you could join me, do some stretches while I do my stretches. Ugh. Okay, it's already feeling better, feeling energized. The energy is going back into my body as I kick. So let's get the inspo flowing here. I know I need to work on conditioning, so bag work's always a good option, but I also need to work on strength training. So that's why I'm like, maybe we'll do like a combo today. Maybe I'll do a little bit of bag work, and then a little bit of like mini muscle training. What do you guys think? What do you think of that? A nice little combination action, maybe. I've lost count. I always lose count. Let's do sides. Ooh, lost my balance. We're okay. Also, I have my workout socks on today. I have like a kettlebell on one side, little weights and water bottles, because I literally woke up and was like, I need inspo. It's gonna start with these cute little theme socks. So also, my dad's going in and out, so everyone say bye. Sylvania Kicks dad.
Next time.
He's gonna be in next time. Would you guys want to watch a live training, me and my dad? That'd be sick. Maybe next time. Let me know what you think. Not gonna lie to you all, my legs are a little bit stiff, believe it or not. This is stiff for me. Okay. All right, let's see what everyone's saying. Oh my gosh, so funny, guys. There's an ad. So yeah. I get my own ads. Hello, video guy. You got some hellos. Started at 6:30 this morning, got home at 10:30. Good for you. Good afternoon from London. Hello, Abby. Welcome back to the live. Nice seeing you again. Okay, now we're gonna go into static stretches. So just some splits and just some of that stuff. Okay, so before I do my splits, I usually go into like this sumo stretch. So just like feet apart. I'm a little bit teachy right now, but I'm gonna just show you what I do in case you're like, you just said splits, why are you doing this? So I like just easing into it. So I kind of do like, if you're in martial arts, basic or horse stance, but feet apart, a little bit angled. And then you could either put your hands on your knees and just like push it back, or like forearms, push it back and just like sit in it. I like doing this and kind of like rocking a little bit just to like get ready for the splits, because the splits are like a pretty dramatic like movement. So I like easing into it a little bit at my big age. So I like just like sitting in this for not a long time, but a little bit before going down into the splits. So this is what I'll do. And then hands go down and then I'm like, it's just easier to do the splits from there. So yeah, a little bit of a tip. I might do a update on my like usual stretching routine, because I think the last time I did it, it's been like a long time, like a few years since I last like updated my everyday stretching routine, and it's changed quite a bit. So if you want to see like an everyday stretching routine from me, let me know, because I think it would be beneficial, but like you let me know if that's something that you would want to see. Okay. So side. Generally when I do side split, I feel it more in my like front hammy, but I do feel it in my hip flexor in the back too, as long as I'm doing it properly and not being lazy and turning my hips. And then I'll just sit here and like pretend to take a nap. A very awkward nap. Okay, I need to see what everyone's saying. I keep putting my phone over here, guys. We gotta put it in front of us. Bye, Dad. Yeah, I would love to see that. That would help your stretching. Okay, it's sold. Abby said she wants to see my stretching routine. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for you. But you kind of see it in like these videos, the basic stretches that I do, which is my everyday. Oh, thank you, Eric. Thank you, Eric, for the donation. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. But yeah, I do these stretches as my everyday, but there is a few more that I do. So I'll show you my like entire routine in due time. Your girl just has to have time to like record it. So Alex Kickboxing, thank you for the donation. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. Their first super on a live stream. Thank you very much. I think I'm gonna do hamstrings too. My like hammies are a little sore, but mainly my calves are sore. So as of now, just a little update. I did bring my little sling in case I do bag work, because I still need to put my arm in a sling because my shoulder is still messed up. So just a little update on that. I'm doing a lot of lower body stuff and a lot of like footwork, which is like weird for me because I'm a kicker. Everyone knows I'm a kicker. Sylvana kicks. Your girl kicks. But I've been trying to work on like movement and like that kind of dynamic, side to side, angles, like stuff like that is like not new to me, but newer to my toolbox. So my calves are feeling spicy. But anyways, let's do a little bit of stretching this underside of my legs. Ugh, this is as far as it's going. At least I can still reach my toes though. I guess that's a good thing, right? Ugh. If I sit in this for long enough, I will get my head down, or maybe I'll just stretch afterwards. Okay. I'm gonna hold this for a second. One second.
Guys, this is tough.
Oh, okay. That's all she wrote. Alex, thank you. Learn a lot from you. Using my kickboxing training. Amazing. Thank you for telling me that, Alex. I appreciate it. What have you learned the most out of like what I teach online? Let me know, because that means a lot to me. I love being able to like reach other people with my teaching. Like that was the whole point of me starting YouTube, was to be able to do something like that. So can you let me know what you use in your training? Because I would really love to know about that. Okay. All right, guys. So, we should start with bag work, shouldn't we? We should probably start with that. So I gotta wear my foot gear, I gotta wear my sling, and I gotta wear my mouth guard. So let's go get those. Ugh. I'm gonna put you down for a second and get my stuff, my blank whiteboard still, and my massage gun. Who else has Theraguns? Theraguns? Like I got this Therabody. This is not an ad. They did not pay me. They did not send this. I paid for this myself. But who else uses massage guns from Therabody, and who else is absolutely obsessed with them? I love it so much that I bought like this compact one so I could like just keep it in my sparring bag all the time. And I use it literally every moment of every single day. Who else does? Or is it just me that's literally obsessed with them? Okay. All right, obviously use this already. That's why it was on the ground. So you're going over here. My feet are here. My sling is over here. My stuff is everywhere. And then we are gonna wear, so I accidentally ordered a new mouth guard. So this was the one, well, I didn't accidentally order a new mouth guard. I purposefully ordered a new mouth guard because I wanted it to be like this one. This one was like my favorite one because it's super thin. But the accidental part is I ordered one that is a little thicker, which is not a bad thing. Like I wear it when I'm training, so it's like harder to breathe almost. Like it's still easier to breathe because it has a little cutout here. I don't know if you guys can see it. But I didn't mean to order a thicker one. The moral of this story is I am gonna wear the thinner one, even though usually I wear the thicker one when I train, because I want to be able to, like, I want you guys to be able to understand what I'm saying, because like sometimes there's mouth guard talk and that's hard to hear. And this is mouth guard talk, but like easier mouth guard talk. Hold on. See? This is easier for you to understand than the other mouth guard, hopefully. I feel like you could understand what I'm saying. I hope so. Let me know if you can't, and then I'll take it out of my mouth. Okay, foot gear, sling. We're going back to our spot so I could chat with you all while I do this. I see a pink crown in chat. Who's that? Reese. Hi, Reese. That's a fun name to say with the mouth guard on. Reese. I need to take this out, guys. All right. Alex, so I used some of your combinations you have used in sparring and mine, as well as watch your channel. Okay, awesome, amazing. I'm glad that it's able to translate into your kickboxing training. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know, Alex. And then, do I weight train, Naveed? If so, what's your training program like? I was weight training. I did add it back. I did add it into my training regimen before I hurt my shoulder, but it has now been on the back burner because I can't actually like lift anything with this arm. I've been cut off. It's grounded. It's not allowed to move. So there is benefits to weight training. I would like to be doing that, even though between you and I don't enjoy weight training. But it is very good for you, and you should do it, and you should implement it into your routine. So if that's what you're asking me, yes, you should. And it would be things that, muscle groups that you would need for like whatever your sport is. Like what I was doing prior to this was I added squats, split squats. I'm trying to remember. It feels like so long ago now. Squats, split squats. I was doing adductor, abductor, which I still do, but like just banded now. This is all lower body. I didn't even get to upper body in my training regimen really, except for like chest movements because I wanted to get more dynamic and stronger pushing forward with my arms for like blitzes and stuff. That's what I remember, guys. It feels like so long ago because it is so long ago. I feel like this shoulder's been wrecked for too long. I need you all to put like good energy into the universe for be like Sylvana's shoulder needs to be healed ASAP. Cut my Saturday workout short to check in. Well, thank you, Reese. You could train with me at the same time if you'd like, whenever I get to training, that is. If I get to training. No, just kidding. Am I kidding? What else are you guys saying? Why don't I enjoy it? That I don't enjoy weight training because, okay, this is an interesting question that I will take my time to answer. I prefer like my sport training because I love my sport. I love kicking. I love doing this specific, like this stuff. So motivating myself to go to a gym to lift weights is tough for me. Like it just like is a rewiring of my brain that would need to happen because if I go to leave my house to train in my brain, it's like, oh, I'm gonna go do like bag work. I'm gonna go do kick training. I'm gonna go do whatever, like something that's martial arts related. So I think that's why like I just kind of wired my brain into like, well, I don't like it. I don't know because when I am doing it, it's not like I'm dreading it the whole time. It's like, no, I'm in this, I'm gonna do it. But I think that's where motivation versus like discipline kind of like goes it goes into discipline because you could be motivated to train, but the discipline is like, what are you training? What should you be training? But that's kind of like why I don't like it personally, but I do like it. I don't know if that makes any sense. Let me know if that makes sense. Good morning. Inspiration in my flexibility training. Thank you, Rose. That's amazing. What part are you in your flexibility training? What are you trying to improve on? Let me know. You're over 30 if you don't weight train exercise like power, you will lose bone. Yes, I don't disagree. That's why I said like I know that there is benefits to that. Like I'm not naive and I know that there are benefits to weight training. That's why I'm very transparent with you in saying that I do see the benefits not only in just overall health, but even sport specific training. But I just don't like it. Like that doesn't mean I won't do it or I don't tell my students to do it. It's something that does need to happen. I just don't enjoy it. That's as simple as that. It's just that. You should try red light. I heard it could speed up healing. Red light, like red light therapy. I've heard that as well. I just don't know where I would. Do you have like recommendations on how to acquire red light? Let me know. Okay, so we're gonna strap my arm up. We're going to get the timer because we got to do 1 minute on, 2 minutes off still. I think maybe we'll just do like 3 rounds and then we'll do strength training. That's what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna go get the timer and strap my arm. All right, let's go get the timer. We need both just because I can't use my phone. Usually my phone has like set rounds already there for me. And we're gonna put it over here. 2 on, 2 off. I'm used to having the longer time as on. I'm still needing shorter rounds right now until I check back in with physio, but there's very little improvement as of now, so I doubt he'll be like, yeah, increase anything. Okay, so we got the 1 and the 2, but I think we should put like 10 seconds for my little mosey walk over to the other side. And then I need my sling. Guys, I need to find a pink one. I've been saying it to so many people that I need a pink one. Where can I find a pink sling? Because if I need to wear an ugly sling, I want it to be pink and I want it to be like bedazzled. Like I need pizzazz. Because otherwise it's just sad. And I don't want just sad. It needs to be cute. Sylvana Kick's cute. Where can I find a pink sling? Seriously. ASMR. All right, what are you saying before I go and do a little bit of footwork? I can do full front split, working on last 4 inches of middle split. Awesome, Rose. Good for you. So, what muscle group is preventing you from those last 4 inches? Do you know where your restrictions are? Is it your hips, your groin, hip flexors? Like, do you know where it's stopping or like what? Because, for example, if I were to do my stretches, and I know like I could go all the way down, but when I go into like oversplit mode, my hips stop me. My groin's pretty flexible, but my hips stop me. Do you know what part stops you and what area you need to work on the most? Your videos are awesome. DeMarcus, thank you. Thank you. Okay. We should do at least 1 round, right? Probably. Okay. I'm convincing myself, guys. Okay. So we're going to do the 1 minute on. And remember, I'm injured. So we can't go as dynamic as we would like to be. Okay? Okay. Only encouragement in this community. There we go. Said it weird. 1:10. Okay. We're going to do our first round. We're going to force ourselves to do our first round. Whoever is doing this with me, let me know. If you're training at the same time, let's do this together. 10 seconds of mosey. And then we're going to stand here for 3 seconds. And then we're going to do. So the thing is I would like to push off harder and faster, but then I go and follow through, and I can't follow through yet. Not allowed. So we got to go like a little lighter with our stuff. So we don't run into the bag. Roundhouses feel good today. I don't know why I put 10 seconds for this one. There we go. Okay. We're only a little bit out of breath, and I didn't bring water, so we're just gonna grit through it. Because I can't drink matcha in between rounds. That would just be weird, right? Would that be weird? I feel like that wouldn't be good, so I'm just not gonna do a matcha latte between rounds. Could you imagine? Okay, what are we saying? Groin gets really sore, takes long to recover. Takes long to recover. Are you pushing too hard and like tearing it? We got to make sure that like you're still working within what your body is allowing you to. So if it's taking a long time to recover, you might be pushing a little too hard on your groin. So just be careful. Be careful. Make sure you're listening to your body. Abby. I can't seem to get down. Splits easily. Front splits, that's a problem. Okay. Abby, do you know where is tight for you? Because Rose was saying her groin. So do you know where yours is? And Rose, please make sure that you're not going too hard, okay? And too cold. Make sure that you're like warm when you're practicing your stretches, so then your body is like ready to do what you're about to do. And don't go too low, too fast, too hard, because then that's maybe why it's taking so hard to recover, is because you're like, there's a little bit of trauma happening every single time. So like you should be pushing, but there shouldn't be like, it should be uncomfortable, but not painful. All right. 10 seconds. All right. And bounce. Go. Marker that I didn't even use. Let's do a little slippies. Do I have time? Yes. Stopping mid footwork is weird. That was weird. It was like, toes! Oh my gosh. Looking at the matcha latte a little bit more favorable this time, but we're still not gonna do it. My mouth, okay, I need water, 1 second. It's not even that far away, I was just being lazy. Okay. What up, what up, what up? Yes, I push hard. So just be careful, remember what I just said, Rose? So here I am thinking that the mouth guard's gonna be fine to talk in. Okay. So I would just say, remember, like, I don't know where your body's at, I don't know. So take my advice with a grain of salt, whatever you feel like your body needs, right? But just, I would say be careful. If it's taking long to recover, you might be hurting yourself. My hips tend to be tight, Marcus. So try and do a little bit of what my advice, guys, this is advice. So you could take it or you don't have to take it, and I'm okay with it. Just like my advice to anyone with tight hips is try and roll out as much as you can. Use a foam roller. If you don't know what that is, I have one over here. There are plenty of foam rollers out there. I personally like this one because it's not scary. The ones that have like knobs on them, I don't know how people roll with the ones that are knobby. If you know foam rollers, you know exactly what I'm talking about. They have like literal like knobs. I cannot roll on that. This is less scary. It's firm, but it has a bit of give. So this is a lot less intimidating. Shush, timer, I'm talking to my squad. So rude. But yeah, I would say roll as much as you're able to with that glute. I got 10 seconds. What round is this? I think this is 3. And then do your hip stretches, outer hip stretches to try and work, oh my gosh, it's going. To work in the hip and the sore area. That's all I wanted to say. Remember how like, I don't even know, 30 minutes ago I was like, my hips are sore. My legs are sore. They actually feel good today. I feel like I'm like flying. I don't know, maybe this in my own head. I don't know. I'm allowed to gas myself up sometimes because most of the time I'm like, why do I suck at everything? And then, yeah. Imposter syndrome. Do, 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 do. Trying to land those like straight sides as much as possible. Okay, that was 3. I said I was only doing 3, so good job, me. I did all 3. Now we're gonna do some strength training, sport specific. So, 1 second. I made a weird noise. I'm so sorry if you heard that. I'm taking this off, yay, because we're not doing anything dynamic anymore. So I don't have to worry about my arm jolting. Okay, I need to put this in my mouth case. Mouth guard case right away. Usually, I rinse it before even letting it touch my mouth guard case, but we're gonna put it in and then rinse everything, clean it all. If you're not rinsing your mouth guards and cleaning them, do it, because it collects bacteria like crazy. So make sure you're doing that and airing out your stuff. That's why it smells bad. You're not letting it air out. Okay. All right, let's chat. Let's see what chat's saying. Reese, what stretches do you do for your bad shoulder? So, at the moment, my bad shoulder is bad. I don't know if I've like officially announced this or not, but it's torn. So it's not just like I got a bum shoulder. It's torn at the moment. So I'm very limited in what I'm allowed to do. So we are actually only doing like light strength training on it, so like little physio movements. So I'm doing a lot of like banded, pulling in, pulling out, front raises, lateral raises, like strength movements. I would say if I'm thinking about all of my rehab movements for shoulder specific, the only one that's like stretching, like, I mean, I still kind of a little bit of strength for what it's at, but I'll show you. Let's go do it. It's good for me anyways. So basically, I really don't know what it's called. I'm not a physio, but I take a little bow, but like if you have a stick or whatever, oh my gosh. I gotta take this out first. This one's too heavy for it. Believe it or not, we gotta use this guy. And fun fact, this bow, this little staff, was my first competition bow, guys. Okay, I'm not much taller, but like it's so cute still. Guys, I got it as a gift and I was so obsessed with it. Back in the day, I was like, I didn't want anyone else to touch it because it was like, it's mine. And like being the third child, there was a lot that was like passed down to me. I did get a lot of like, okay, I don't want to sound spoiled, but like I did get a lot of my own stuff, but a lot of the time, literally someone's trying to come in. So I got distracted. But I got a lot of things like passed down, but this was one that was like fully mine immediately. And I was like, I love it. No one else could touch it. Don't even look at it. But I forgot what I was doing with it for a second. We're doing our stretch movement. So basically what I was told to do was hold it in front, hold this one. And then because my range on the shoulder is so limited right now, I have to like use my good arm and like help my arm reach its peak. So like I could literally go here today because I'm like a little warmer, and then it literally just like takes lead, like this one takes the lead, and I move this arm up to keep that range going. So that would be like one of my only like stretches that I'm allowed to do right now. So I would do this like 10 to 15 times. And then there's one that I go off to the side as well. So just like beside it, it's the same thing. So it's just like phone. Probably the person that was trying to come in. They're trying to be a part of this live. But we go to here. This is as high as my arm could go. And honestly, that's pretty good because when it first started, it was only like here and it was like sharp pain. So that's something that I do that's like stretching. But other than that, it's all very strength related. I have to put everything away because everything needs to have a place. Boom. Okay, so what else are you all saying? Was that helpful? I don't do a lot of shoulder stretches. I'm sorry. I feel like I should, but yeah, my range just sucks right now. She's allowed to suck. She's trying herself. Guys, they keep calling. I can't. I have to just tell them to leave it in the mailbox. 1 second. Can you leave it in the mailbox? Just I'm doing so. Yeah.
Monday.
Okay.
I need to pay.
Yes, thank you. I had no idea how to deal with that situation. I'm so sorry, everybody. But that's what happens when you run a business. You have people that like want to come in, and that's fair. That's fine. It's just that was very hard to navigate. All right. So, have I ever trained with Chloe Bruce? No, I have never trained with Chloe Bruce. She is a legend. She's awesome. She has amazing kicks. I actually talked about her in my last live, literally the last time I went live. And I would love to train with her. I would love to be learning from her. I think it would be a really cool collaboration. So I would definitely think that that's like super dope. So if I'm ever in the same area as her, I think she's in the UK, but I'm not 100% sure. Like I think she is. Let me know. But yeah, if I'm ever there, I'd definitely like hit her up and be like, hi, how you doing? Let's kick it. Reese, my left shoulder tends to be really tight only when doing heavy weight training. So I honestly want to give you as much like advice as I can, but I have very limited knowledge in shoulders. And as you know, because I literally tore it, but if you're in a position where it's like almost in like injury mode, like it's hitting that area, you definitely should go see like a sports specific like physio, because that's what I did, and they're really able to like hone in on where your imbalances are. So that's what I had to do to realize like what's imbalanced for me personally, and it's really helped me so I know what to do moving forward when this injury has healed. So that would be my best advice to you. Honestly, like I would like to give you as much knowledge as I can, but I have way more knowledge in like lower body legs than I do with upper body arms. And it is something that I would like to extend my knowledge in. It's just currently very limited. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't wanna tell you something and then you go based off of my like guesses. I would never wanna do that. So we just wanna make sure that we're being as responsible as possible for everybody. Yes, you're right, she's in the UK. Yeah, cool. Okay, thank you, Abby. So yeah, I thought she was, but yeah, if I'm ever in the UK, I'm never really there, but maybe I'll plan something in the UK in the future, maybe do a seminar and then like go see her. I know I was talking about seminars last live too, and people were really stoked about it. So maybe I'll do a seminar there and be like, hey, Chloe, what up? Okay, I should probably do a strength training. So I'm thinking I do some like slower type kicks, just like on the bag as well, but just like slow them down, make sure that we do it for technique. That's what I'm thinking of doing right now. So let's go for like, I don't know, maybe 10 super slow hook rounds. That's what we're gonna do now. So as slow as you can if you're doing this with me, slow hook into slow round. I should have just kept my foot gear on for a little bit of weight, but that's okay. So slow. That was one. We'll try and keep track. I usually like, if you see me training, I don't know if you'll see that in any of my videos, but I'll like, when I'm doing stuff like this, I'll literally like do this and I'll like keep track with my fingers. So yeah, don't call me out for not having my hands closed. Thank you. 2. 3. I know this isn't the most exciting thing to watch. Bear with me. This is so good for you, and I'll tell you why after, but I have to focus on the balance. It's so much easier to talk doing like footwork and slips than it is doing like this slow stuff. So it's getting a little faster. Okay, 5 more. We're halfway. Okay, that was back to being slow again. Okay, 4 more. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. I literally lose my breath doing this more because you're like holding to stabilize your core. Okay, last one. Last one, best one. Last one, best one. Oh, okay. I can breathe again. We're fine. Okay, so doing stuff like that, I know it's not like action-packed, but it stabilizes your base leg, so the leg that's on the ground. You're training your like mini muscles in your foot to like hold stability, as well as training like your glutes, your outer hips to like pull the leg up and hold it there, and then also stabilize that base. So you're literally doing like a strength exercise and doing something so slow. And then at the same time, you're training your flexibility for your groin to have that like range of motion. But it's like, it's really that like mobility of it all, right? Like being able to open as high as you can. I can't do it with that arm. Open and then have the stability and the strength to go slow. If you could do it slow, you can do it fast. So we're also reinforcing technique. So where does my knee need to go? Where and how does my body need to move as the leg is coming around? So then when I go to execute it in like any other scenario, like sparring, it knows and my body has memorized what direction it needs to be to execute a nice hook round. So doing like slowed down movements like that in any movement that you do is vital for anything. You just got to like really reinforce the movement, and that's a great way to do it. Leg control is amazing. Thank you, Abby. Thank you very much. It is something that I do quite often, I'm not gonna lie to you. So and I truly believe that also helps with like my longevity with my legs, because it has really developed my muscle control and my muscles as a whole for doing things at a slow speed so often. And then on top of that, like if you want a little bit more spice to it, you could add weights to your ankles if you're like super mega like Rock Lee style kicker. Okay, we're gonna go lefty, okay? Don't roast me. It's not as good as my right, but we have to even out both sides, okay? So just don't make fun of me, okay? We're doing this live. I don't even like edit this I don't even edit this in when I'm editing things. So me doing this live is a very vulnerable moment, okay? And I'm showing my live audience my left leg. Don't roast me. Okay, we're gonna go slow. Oh my gosh. Why am I nervous? Okay, left leg, do the thing. Like, it's not bad, but it's just not as good. It doesn't go as high, it doesn't feel as nice. We got 9 more though. We're gonna do it. We're putting in the work. We're doing the thing. Okay. It heard me talking smack, and then it was like, lose your balance now. You shall pay. Okay, let's go. That was 2. We got to keep our hand there. Okay. Only 7 more. Again, I know this isn't like high packed action. I'm sorry. It can't all just be like go, go, go. I am a human. Believe it or not, people think I'm a robot. So funny, some things that I show online, when they go viral because they're like just so impressive, people are like, that's AI. Like it's like a compliment, but also an insult at the same time, because like I'm not AI. But like it's also a compliment because they think that it's like too good to be like a human doing these things. So it's cool, but also like it's a scary world we're living in. Okay, I'm procrastinating. 6 more. That one was pretty good. That one was pretty high. We got 5 more. Okay, 5 more. Oh. Sometimes you gotta like crack the hips a little bit. Get the juices flowing again. 4 more. So anyone watching this live right now, anyone here watching this happening in front of your eyes live, if you see a comment that says, do you ever kick with your left leg? I want you guys to go up to bat for me and be like, she does it live. She does it. And her left isn't that bad. Go up to bat for me and be like, yes, she does. Because I do. I just don't post it. Oh my gosh, that was like a little boop. I like stopped here, like right shy of the bag. I like stopped there, and I was like, that's not the right spot, and then booped it. Okay, 2 more. Okay, last one, best one, guys. Last one, best one. Okay. Come on, hips. Boom! Ha! Left leg. Done! I did it. And that didn't hurt my shoulder. We gotta be controlled. Okay, now I get to see what everyone's saying, because that took forever, but that's okay, because we need to do it, right? I only said that like 500,000 times. We got your back. Thank you, Reese. Thank you. I appreciate it. Tor, hi. How are you? More pink crowns in chat. How are you? How's it going? We're trying to meet the goal of 45 Kicks fam members. So where's everyone at? We need more in Kicks fam, hashtag. Do people still do that nowadays? Like hashtag something like this? Or is that like a millennial thing? I don't know. Left isn't bad at all. Thank you, Reese. We try our best. I do train my left. It's just not as often and not as flashy. Everyone has a dominant side. Hi, Amir. And hi, Thomas. And hi, Daniel. I'm catching up on all of the people saying hi to me. So hello, everybody. Okay, we are still trying to hit 45 Kicks fam. So let's see how many subs we could get today. But I do want more of our community to grow. I do love Kicks fam so, so much. And we're trying to grow our community. So what should we do next in our strength training? So we did our hook rounds off both sides. Our other kick that we train quite often that needs like as much training as possible every single time are side kicks. So side kicks are a good one. Actually, we're going to train side kicks, okay? We are going to train side kicks. We're going to do banded side kicks. That's what we're going to do. Banded side kicks with a resistance band. Yes, that was my aha moment. That's going to be my last exercise. So we're going to go grab a band. Let's go grab a band. When you hit this spot of our club, you need to bow off the main floor. Make sure you bow. And this is where I keep most of my bands. As you see, my array of bands. It's me like showing off my trophies. Like, you know those like fish, the like captured fish pictures? Just, this is my band. I think we're gonna go with the second heaviest because I don't feel like doing the heaviest right now, I'm not gonna lie to you. So we're gonna use this band and we're gonna hold ourselves back. This is gonna work our kick strength as well. And it will build our push of our side kick. So being able to extend and shoot out a kick as strong as you possibly can. That's what we're gonna do. It's gonna be our last exercise and we're gonna call it a day today. So let's see how this goes. I'm gonna have some water and we're gonna do 10 kicks. Okay, we are gonna use the wall today, just in case I feel like yapping at the same time. I don't wanna be like freestanding and yapping and kicking. So we're gonna lean on the wall a little bit and do a side kick. Okay, you may have seen me do this before. I have done them in short videos, and also I've done a full like tutorial on banded side kicks. I feel like I need to update a lot of these like tutorials though, just to make them more concise. But anyways, you're gonna hold your leg back by doing like, this is the position you want to be in where you're holding your foot back. You're holding your own foot back. And I need to use my left right now because my right can't hold my own leg back right now. But you can use both arms and then you just extend. And then you pull that in. And you do that 10 times. There are different variations to doing this. You could also do like a fast extension, but I would like to do the slow one right now at various heights. So I'm kind of looking at where I want to kick right now, just to do a little bit of target training at the same time. So right now I'm kind of like looking at my own body in the mirror. So I'm going to shoot out body and then pull that back in, making sure not to hyperextend at my knee. And now I want to go over my own head. So I'm looking at actually this brown plaque in the mirror and then aiming my foot right there and then pulling that back. So this is a great like target drill as well if you want to do some like accuracy stuff. I know people were asking about that in my comments before. So lots of accuracy drills that you can do. I genuinely don't know how many I've done. I feel like that was like maybe 6 or 7. We're gonna go body, back. And now this one we're gonna do as high as we can. Proper technique. Back in. Let's do just like one more maybe. Head height. And back in. There we go. Proper chamber every single time. Making sure that when you're extending your side kick, you're in a good, nice side kick position with your hip locked in and the heel extended. And then we're gonna do the same thing off of the other side. Okay, last one, left side. We're gonna try and lean on our right shoulder, and if it hurts, then I will rethink this one. I think it's okay. All right, body first. Come on, left leg. That one was a little high for body. That was like a tall person's body, not mine, but Okay, let's go my head level. Back. See, this one doesn't have as much strength as my right leg. So when it comes to accuracy, it's a little harder to get to where I want it to be. But it has more flexibility than my right leg. So I can actually go higher with this one than my right. But that doesn't really help me in fighting when you need to target certain areas. I can't just go like, just flail out my leg and hope for the best. But I will continue to train the left until I become ambidextrous. And then you'll all wait, you'll see. I keep talking and doing this, so I genuinely don't know how many I've done, and my outer hip is so sore. I think I'll just do like 3 more. I don't know. I don't even think that would be 10, but that's okay. 1, I'm counting out loud. 2, last one, head level. 3, proper positioning. Good. Okay. Holy moly, guys. That just racks your glutes. Oh, I think I need to stretch. We're going to stretch and chat. Goodbye, band. We're done with you. You did a good job, but I'm over it. Okay, we're going to stretch our outer hip because I literally just destroyed it and its existence. So we're going to just do a little outer hip stretch. So if you'd like to join me, feel free to. I'm so glad I brought my water over. Hi, Savannah. Gang deep. Hi. More crowns in chat. Hello. How are you doing? How's your Saturday? Okay, if you want to join me in this outer hip stretch, cross your legs if you are able to. Step 1 would be trying to cross your ankle under your knee. Sit up nice and straight. And then hold your ankle in position and push your knee down. If that's easy, over your knee, do the same thing. If that's easy, scoot your base, the straight leg, scooch it up, and then just hold it, like hug it and push down at the same time. And then now you're stretching your outer hip. You're gonna stretch with me. Rudaru, thank you. Excellent kicks. Greetings from Colombia. Hello. While we stretch and chat, do you guys have any other questions for me? Do you want to see anything? Any videos? Is there anything that you want to watch? Anything I could film for you all? I know there are so many suggestions in my comments, but I want to just take the time to chat with people in my live because I know you all support me so much. So let me know what you want to see from me. In the future, I know I don't have a lot of tournament stuff coming up because of my shoulder, so you're gonna see less tournament content most likely because of that until my shoulder is healed. So let me know if you wanna see any specific tutorials because I would love to film them for you, aside from the daily stretching routine because I am gonna do that for sure. I'm doing the other side and she's tight right now. There we go. We're gonna stretch it out. Hello, Adrian. Hi, Jeff. Happy Saturday, Liam. Happy Saturday, Jeff. How you guys doing? You don't see enough of me every single day? I love it. I love when my students are in chat. It's amazing, and I love you all. But are you doing anything for Mother's Day weekend? Let me know. I'm gonna go see my mom. I feel like last live it was I think it was Easter weekend, and I was going to see my mom and my dad, going to my parents' house last time too. I feel like I'm saying almost the same thing as last live. But I'm gonna go see my mom and dad tomorrow and go to their house and celebrate my mom for Mother's Day and my sister because she is also a mother. But that's what I'm gonna do. Let me know what you do. Let me know what you're doing for your mom. How do you stretch the groin? DeMarcus, you can do butterfly. Butterfly's a nice one. You can do frog, and you can do your splits. There's lots that you can do for your groin. I personally like doing the splits or that sumo stretch that I showed earlier in the live, which I could do again. So you just come up into like a sumo, or if you do martial arts, you do like horse stance or basic stance, legs out, and then just like push back. I like doing that one for before I do my splits. So butterfly is a good one. If you have like partners or people that you can like stretch with, butterfly is a good one because they could like help push your legs down if your legs are up here. Butterfly is also a good one for like strength training with partners because a lot of the time I'm like already all the way down, so I want to work like some strength in there. So all they would have to do is stand behind me and push my legs down as I'm like pushing them up. So it's kind of like that resistance. That's a really good strength exercise. I feel like I may have posted that forever ago for a partner stretch, but I'm not 100% sure. I feel like it was a while ago. Again, I need to update these tutorials because there's so much that I want to like reshare because I know there's so many videos on YouTube right now, so it just gets like pushed down. Crying. Reese. Taking my dudes out to dinner. Awesome. Abby, thank you so much for the donation. Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hope you enjoy time with your mom. Thank you so much, Reese. Yes, I love going to her house on Sundays when I'm able to, and seeing my parents as much as I can. So if you have any last questions, ask them now because we are wrapping up. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me know what you want me to record and post on YouTube. Thank you for joining this live today. I loved it. I love training with you all. I like started this live with like not knowing what on earth I wanted to train. So that was a funny start, being like, I have no idea what I'm going to do today, but let's figure it out together. But that was a pretty good training session. I feel like it was pretty effective. The bag work was a little so-so, but the strength training is definitely needed. I need to do them more often again. So it was good to like keep myself honest for that. I'm from WKF, family. Awesome. Going to hang out with your mom. Amazing. Tour here in Norway. Mother's Day is in February, but we are going to visit my parents in a couple of weeks. That's amazing. That's so interesting. When in February is Mother's Day in Norway? I have a rotator cuff tear, how to fix it. I am not sure how to fix rotator cuff tears. I am in the middle of a tear for my shoulder as well. So we are rehabbing, I guess, together. Go find like a physio or a sports doctor that's able to help you in your recovery. I've been blessed to have like people in my corner that know how to deal with injuries. So yeah, I'm kind of like just listening to them and doing everything that I can to heal my shoulder. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. You as well, Jeff. Happy Mother's Day tomorrow. World Karate Federation, WKF. Do you compete in WKF as well? Like, is that where you do all of your competitions? Ooh, my back just cracked a lot. Anyways, we are wrapping up, so I am going to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for joining my live. Thank you for training with me if you decided to train and stretch. But I'll see you all next time. And